Leverage is the biggest key to growing your business. And the easiest way to gain leverage is through hiring more people and growing your team. If every single person in your business is making more than you're paying them, meaning that they are helping your business grow at a larger and faster rate than how much you are paying them in their salary or how many hours they're working, then you have created leverage. This is where you get a return on your investment. However, the hardest part with hiring employees is training them to do things the way you want them to be done and having those tasks add up to them making more money than you're paying them. This is where we talk about revenue generators. And so you want all of your employees to be a revenue generator, but how do you even start? So in this video, I'm going to break down the exact steps you need to do before you hire your next employee. So that way, when you do hire them, they can hit the ground running and make your business more money and create leverage in your business. I'm Liz Chisholm, and I help contractors just like yourself streamline their operations so that they can grow and create leverage in their business. Now, I am actually about ready to hire another virtual assistant, another VA. And when I was going through the process of what I teach all of my contractors to do, I thought, hey, this would be a really good video. So this is why I'm doing this video. So I'm about to hire another virtual assistant. I already have two working for me. And so what I do is every time I am doing a task that I don't want to be doing anymore, or that is going to be something that the virtual assistant, the VA, is going to be doing, I write it down. And so I have this long list of different tasks that they will be doing, that they will offload on me. Now, if I just give them that list of tasks, they probably won't do a very good job understanding what I want in each specific one. So the next thing, once I actually create the list, then I can utilize that list and create a job description around it. What is it that I want them to do, and what is the measure of success? So I go through that list, make a job description, but I also look and see, okay, what is it on this list that's going to make the business money? And what is on this list that's just things that kind of need to get done, and hopefully they get done, but it's not the super important things that need to get done. And so when you start doing this, and I even like to use highlighters like red, green, yellow, so I can kind of go, okay, this is a green task. This is a task that if they do it and they do it well, my business makes money. But then there's other tasks that are like, this is kind of just like busy work that keeps them busy, and maybe eventually it'll make them money, but maybe not. And so then I would highlight that yellow. And then there's going to be the tasks that are just a waste of time. And if they're red and they're just a waste of time, well, then you need to just cut that off the list and just be like, I'm not going to have them do that, because you don't want your employees to just do busy work and to not actually create more business for you. Now, if you're thinking like, well, how do I make a foreman make me money? Well, if a foreman can have you not be on the job site for, let's say, 20 hours of the week, what can you do in that 20 hours during the week so you can make your business money? How many sales appointments can you go on? How many rounds of golf can you play so that way you can build those relationships with architects? How many luncheons can you go on? Like, what is it that you can do during those 20 hours that they're freeing you up that will then accelerate your business? And this is, again, how you create leverage. So like I said, first of all, create a list. Literally, it's a running list that goes on weeks and weeks. And it's like, oh, I don't know if I need a virtual assistant yet. I don't know if I have enough tasks for them. So I just start writing down things. Oh, they could do this. Oh, they could do this. And so all of a sudden I look at the list and I'm like, yep, that's a full-time job. I have it ready. Next, I use that and I make a job description. So then I work with my virtual assistant company and they help me find a VA, which I've got an interview next week. And then I go through and categorize, okay, what are the most important things that they need to get done? And what is just busy work that kind of needs to get done, could possibly become an investment, but who knows? So then once I have that, I can then list all of the different activities and all the responsibilities that they're going to have, but I'm going to list them in order of importance. So up at the top is going to be all my green tasks, all the ones that are going to make the money. The next is going to be all of the yellow tasks. And then after that, it's going to be all the red tasks. So anything that's red, probably just X-nay it. They're not going to have time to do it. And you don't want them to shift their attention to all the red tasks or even all the yellow tasks and forget about the green tasks. So green tasks are the tasks that if they do it, your business grows, your business has leverage, your business makes more money than what you're paying them. And this is how I can get all my employees to make more money for my business. So every time I hire someone, it is not money coming out of my bank account. It is money getting invested into my bank account. Yes, there's a small training period where you may not actually make that amount of money, but this is what I'm going to tell you next is what you need to do to train your employees faster, to train your VAs faster. So then once you have your list, you go at the top and go, okay, every time I do this task, I'm going to record it, whether that's on the job site and you're walking through and doing quality control checks, whether that's on the computer where they're going to input any type of information, whether that is half and half. It doesn't matter what it is, even if it's something that you just need to educate them on. You can even do that through like some of my favorite apps called Wave AI, where you can record your voice literally on your phone and have that turn into an SOP. So every single task that you give them needs to have either a video or a SOP associated with it. Now, I always like to start with a video or start with Wave AI or start with a screen recording and then add the components of something that's written down. But most people actually learn really well by seeing it done. So if you tell somebody how to do something, they're only going to catch about 10% of it. But if you show someone how to do it, and along with that, they have the written instructions, you're now increasing their ability to learn. Plus, they're able to go back and reference it as many times as they need to. So that way you're saving yourselves time. Dan Martell recently said, and I heard him on a podcast, and he said, dry. Don't repeat yourself. So if you have to repeat yourself again and again and again, you're just wasting your time and you're losing out on leverage. So if it's something that you're doing that your VA or your foreman or your superintendent or whoever that is that you're going to hire next, whatever you're doing that somebody else will do in the near future, you need to document it in a way that they can then have and do it successfully. So if it's invoicing, every single time you do an invoice, record it on a screen recording. I like to use Loom. Every time you're walking the job site and doing quality control checks, every time you are in the car and thinking, oh, I should probably train my superintendent about this, that, and the other thing, about these jobs, about the nuances of permitting, whatever it is, record it all so you don't repeat yourself. Don't be dry. Don't repeat yourself. And this is how you can then train somebody faster. So I have followed this exact process. I've got an interview set up for a VA and they should be able to be up and running within about 2 weeks. And so that way in 2 weeks, they're going to help me grow my business instead of become a burden and a headache and go, oh my gosh, I have to meet with my VA again. That is what you don't want. And so by doing all the prep work ahead of time, you can now have success with your employees and with those you hire so that you can create that leverage in your business and grow your business more rapidly. So if you need help with any of this, just follow these steps and you will be off to the races in creating the SOPs and the systems in place to create that leverage in your business and grow your construction company.